For this video, I was inspired by the amazing YouTuber Sophia Nygaard, and she did a couple of videos ages ago in which she bought things online, especially from Instagram and Facebook ads. And I've been getting a few interesting ads on Instagram, which I saved just in case, and I chose 12 of them to buy from, and had to split them up into 2 videos because one item took very long to arrive. 2 months and a half later, I have gotten all the things, tested or used some things already, and I'm ready to show them to you. My first item is a product that is not physical, but instead software. Technically, it's actually cheating to include this product in here because I bought it years before seeing the ad, but I saw the ad and I felt like including this anyways. And it's the drawing software Clip Studio Paint. As I said, I bought it already for about 80 euros when it was on sale, but the regular price is 43 euros or $50 for the Pro version, or the light version, and 188 euros or $220 for the expert version, which has all the functionalities. If you're familiar with art software, Clip Studio Paint is somewhere between Photoshop and Paint Tool Sai. It has more functionalities than Sai, but it's not as extensive as Photoshop, of course, and I'll show you some of the functionalities to give you a brief overview of this program. It takes a bit of time to find everything and get used to it, like with any software, especially if you transition from Sai to Clip Studio Paint, like me, but I personally find the user interface still more accessible than Photoshop's. You can change it from the default light interface to the more eye-friendly dark one, but I prefer to work with a light one. On this side you have all the drawing tools like the selection tools, brushes and miscellaneous stuff similar to Photoshop. And then on the right side you get the interesting stuff. You have textures and image materials, speech bubbles and 3D materials and 3D models that you can pose. Even if I find the posing unintuitive and clunky, it still works. If you create a new file, you can make it a simple illustration file, not unlike the ones you create in Sai or Photoshop, but you can also create animations, which I have never used before, so I can tell you about that. And you can make a set of comic pages and even preview them in 3D. But we have 5 other ads to go, so I won't waste any more time on here. You can find everything about Clip Studio Paint online, so if you're interested in getting a product that is better or has more functionalities than Sai, but you're not ready to pay for Photoshop because you don't have the money, I would recommend that because that's what I did. And I know a lot of artists who use Sai, Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint like in a combination. If I remember correctly, Clip Studio Paint was called Manga Studio 5, but I think, I might remember that wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I think they just renamed it. So how's the price? Yeah, well, depending on it, you might get the Pro or the Expert version. I personally recommend the Expert version because you don't need the Pro version because you could just use GIMP for that, to be honest, even if GIMP is a fucking bitch to use, it still works. And it's definitely a cheaper alternative to Photoshop. It can't do everything that Photoshop can, of course, but it can do a lot more than Sai. But I must say, because we use Photoshop in uni, the transition from Clip Studio Paint to Photoshop is really hard. That might be just Photoshop's fault, because we use it in the German interface, and the German interface is... Let me just quote my lecturer from my first year of game design. German is like the worst UI language, and I 100% agree with him. That's probably why Clip Studio Paint doesn't come with a German UI. But I guess if you have worked with Photoshop, the transition to Clip Studio Paint is easier. I hope that kind of makes sense. I personally recommend Clip Studio Paint. You can just look at it online. They have a great page, they have great tutorials to kind of get you used to the interface. And the good thing about Clip Studio Paint, like compared to Sai, is that there are a lot of resources to download, like brushes and image materials, and most of them are free, and you just need to drag and drop the folder to where it belongs, so it's really easy to do. Just go wild once you own it. So yeah, I recommend it. My next product is actually the reason why I wanted to make this video. I have another item, but this one was also like, I feel like I got scammed. And it's this Detroit Become Human hoodie. So I saw this ad right after I bought the game, and yeah, judging from how Instagram and Facebook work, they saw that I posted a picture with Detroit Become Human with the hashtag Detroit Become Human, and so they thought, oh, we might recommend you this ad. Yeah, so I saw this ad, and I was like, yeah, thank you, I'll take it. And I got this in a size 3X because I wanted it to be comfy, but I usually choose 2X in men's or unisex sizes because my body shape is not as straight as men's, so I do need a little more in the little boob area. But it turns out that it was way too big for me. The sleeves are far from fitting. And if I can show it in the video, I will show it because I do not want to show myself in the videos. I will do my best to show the clothes. But yeah, my father fell in love with the hoodie and it fit him actually very well. Even the sleeves. The thing is that after ordering the hoodie, and yes, I am very clever, I know, I looked up reviews on the site and they all were very negative. People were talking about it being a scam and never receiving their items, so I was actually a little scared. Especially because I'm a Twitch sub to Brian Deckard, who plays Connor in the game, and he has a private Discord channel, and I posted my hoodie to that Discord channel, and everyone was like, oh my god, where did you get it? And of course I DM'd them and told them where I got the hoodie. But funny story, I went to a convention in late 2018, I think it was November, because I wanted to visit an artist friend. And funny story, I couldn't find the place where the con was held because it wasn't very well disclosed. Anywhere, there were no signs nor anything. The only way how I found it is I saw the sheer mass of cosplayers standing in front of the building, and I was like, oh yeah, that's probably the entrance. And once I got there, I saw another girl with a Detroit Become Human hoodie. She didn't have the same one as I did. She has the normal Connor, like Connor RK800. I have the RK900 hoodie, which is called version 1, and hers was called version 2, which doesn't make sense if you know Detroit Become Human, but I'm getting off track here. Anyways, I was a little scared because people were talking about not receiving their orders, because I paid $60 for the hoodie and the shipping. The shipping was surprisingly cheap because once I order from America, shipping usually runs around $20, which is completely fine. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's still way too much, but I still get it. And the shipping, I paid $6 shipping or something. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of suspicious. But my theory is that they're items which are not officially licensed, by the way, because they also sell Marvel and Deadpool and all that kind of... They sold, I think, Overwatch Diva holiday sweatshirts or something. They are not officially licensed. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, do not buy that. I personally do not like unofficial fan merch. But because there is no official Detroit merch as of date, I kind of need to get my fix from somewhere. And anyways, they are shipped from China, and that can take up to 3 months sometimes. So people were probably simply getting impatient with their orders. And mine arrived after 3 weeks, unharmed and okay. It was indeed from China. And if you ignore the sizing issue, it was pretty nice. So if you are going to order, I would advise that you order a size smaller because they run actually quite large and the sizing chart is not 100% accurate. They even say allow a 5 centimeter margin for errors. But yeah, just order a size smaller, especially because of the sleeve issue. And because I am not from the US, I have no clue how Fahrenheit and how inches work. And at the time I ordered, they only had a size chart with inches. And from experience, every website lists their sizings differently. So I had no clue how to convert inches to centimeters. And I'm too lazy to Google it. So I just assumed that 3X might be a good size. And also recently they added a table with centimeters, and it turns out that I have gotten a size XL. And that explains the awful sleeve length, because if I ordered 2 sizes up, of course the sleeves are not going to fit me. The material is 100% polyester and it feels very cool when you wear it. But at the same time, if you sweat, you're literally steaming yourself to death in this thing. I found that out while I was taking the bus on my way to my Detroit talk on a con back in November. That's why I got the pullover, because I wanted to wear it to my Detroit talk because I'm such a nerd. The hoodie doesn't have lining like other sweaters seem to have from America. For example, my antiseptic eye hoodie is quite warm, which means I can wear it exactly 2 months of the year without sweating like a pig, which is not ideal. So if you can read, unlike me, you might find out that this is a very nice product, but I feel unwell recommending it because, again, it's not official merchandise. On the other hand, like I said, there is no official Detroit Become Human merchandise, and Fandomaniacs has new designs on their site, as well as other types of clothing like leggings and t-shirts. So I guess you do you. I wouldn't order from them again because I found $55 quite expensive for a hoodie. I know the price is kind of... I think it's justified. It's an okay price for a hoodie, but I just won't pay $55 for a hoodie again. And it's soon kind of inaccurately here and there. My mom noticed it right away because she has a lot of experience with sewing. And I found like little threads still hanging on the sleeves and everything. So the quality is not the greatest. The hoodie stays intact after washing. That was kind of my biggest issue, because it has an all-over print. I was worried that it might kind of fade, but at the time I washed it 5 times, it's fine. So yeah, I would give it a pass, except if you're really desperate for merch, like I was at the time. Next up are multiple products, and it was an ad from an online store again, and it's called Kawaii Pen Shop. I might not look like it, and I know that because people have been surprised at me for carrying the stationery items to uni, but I really love cute things. The reason why I follow them on Instagram was actually an ad back then. Of course, I won't find that ad anymore because it was years ago, but I have found another one that is quite similar. Like I said, Kawaii Pen Shop is an online shop for Japanese stationery, and recently they also started adding other type of wares to their site, like bags. At the point of me recording this video, I have ordered one of the backpacks, but it still has not arrived yet, so I will only talk about the items I have on hand, of course. I ordered a pack of pastel highlighters called mild liners. If you're into bullet journaling, you might have seen these around on Instagram as well. And to be honest, the pink, the orange and the yellow are more fluorescent than actually pastel. But compared to other sets, which I also own, but I ordered them off of Amazon, their colors are very light and not very opaque, so I guess they kind of pass as pastel. Next are these Sarasa Clip Ballpoint Milk Pens. I think they are called milk pens because they are also pastel, because they have others that are like bold colors and metallic colors. They write really well, I enjoy writing with them, but I feel a little too dry for my taste, which is probably because I'm used to writing with gel pens. And I got these cute succulent cacti gel pens to go with my succulent cacti notebook, which I didn't get from Kawaii Pen Shop, and my cacti ballpoint pen. And these gel pens, along with all my other gel pens, are stored in this pencil case. It's a little milk carton. I had a hard time choosing because there is a regular milk one in blue, a strawberry milk one in pink, and this banana milk one. I also got a few stickers and sticky notes. I used up all the sticky notes, but I will put a picture of them up on the screen. But my main issue with them was that they were not sticky. You pulled them up from the pad and they would not stick to anything longer than 2 seconds. Defeats kind of the purpose of sticky notes for me, but hey, they were cute, I guess. The stickers are pretty cool. I also used some of them up by now. These ones here, I think they are from an anime actually. At least I think so. They have 8 different designs inside, but I think a total of 40 stickers or so. And these cat ones, on the other hand, are also 40 in numbers, but they are all unique. And now, last but not least, the fun part, washi tapes. I got 2 sets of tapes from Kawaii Pen Shop. All of the other tapes in my storage box are actually not from them. I got this Galaxy washi tape set and this cool pastel color set. Pastel colors looked nicer and more vibrant online, but I still liked them. My mom was disappointed though. And the Galaxy tapes looked cool on the roll. They really get to shine once you stick them on paper. The main problem with this online store is the shipping time. You get free international shipping on every order, I believe, and the items are not terribly expensive, but some items take a long time to arrive. I think the Sarasa Pens one took the longest and arrived after 4 or 5 weeks. If you order multiple things online, you will not get them in one package. You will receive every item separately. Which is why it took so long for everything to arrive for the 2 videos, because, again, everything needed to arrive in a separate package. Still, keep the shipping times in mind when you order. Overall, as I said, I did reorder from them and I'm considering ordering more of the washi tapes. But for now, I don't have enough storage space for actually more. One thing that also didn't went through customs, still came from China, was my order from Opal and Peach. I'm sure you know these ads, which exist on other websites, but mostly on Instagram. Those ads which say,
"Only today! Free item, just pay shipping!"
And I saw this necklace and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a scam, but okay. And this was the item that led me to decide, yeah, I'm gonna make those videos. So I clicked on the ad, I was led to their site and found this ring, which also happened to be for free, but wasn't listed anywhere as for free. The thing with their rings is that you can't choose a ring size, which means that my sausage fingers can only wear this ring on my pinky. And it's even too big for that, so it's kind of stuck in a limbo between my fingers. The necklace feels cheap and I didn't expect anything else, but I've gotten a few compliments on it and I do find it very, very pretty. But I'm also very, very pretty sure that you could get the exact same items from other websites. Anyways, I think I paid $6 shipping, which means $3 per item, which honestly is a steal, but they also took 6 weeks to arrive because of course they are from China. I wouldn't recommend getting those or any other items from Opal and Peach, not because I don't like them, but because they are not worth the price they are listed as. Also, don't be stupid like me and buy from just pay shipping ads. And I got more rings. This time they are from Rogue & Wolf. The fact that they sell clothing is quite recent, and I believe, and even more recently, they launched their own pair of boots, I think? I got a few rings from sale because they are quite expensive and I wasn't ready to pay the full price. As shitty as it sounds, I think that rings printed from a 3D printer are not worth like 20 euros, but I mean, I assumed that 3D printed items were going to be cheap because they are from a 3D printer, but after a bit of researching it turns out that all or most items 3D printed are expensive, so I guess there's that, but still. The items are actually kind of sturdy and I'm not too keen on finding out under which pressure they will break. They don't feel like cheap plastic rings, but actually kind of fuzzy almost. It's kind of weird. Because I don't wear rings very much, because I'm kind of insecure about my fingers, I wasn't sure which ring size to get because I own 2 rings, which I got in a so-called size L, and that's it. So I guessed and ordered 2 in a size 8 and 2 in a size 9. And my fingers are, as said before, kind of sausagey, which is fun because when a ring fits me perfectly, it looks like it's still too tight, but it isn't. I just find it funny, but it also makes me very self-conscious, which is why I don't wear rings very much. My hands generally make me anxious. Scratches, everything about myself makes me anxious. Anyways, the package looked something like this, with a little box inside, and in the box are the rings. I got the Snakebind ring in a size 8, the Arachne's Fate in a size 8, Ishara's Pain and Separate Synergy in both a size 9. And as you can see, I can wear the Snakebind ring on all my fingers, but it's too loose on my ring finger, while I can wear the other size 8 only on my ring finger. The size 9s are a bit wonky and I tend to wear them upside down compared to the pictures online, which I don't care. But shipping was fine and it didn't cost very much. And it was very quick from the UK to Germany. But I'm not sure if I'm going to continue ordering from them. because of the whole Brexit thing, and I'm not too keen on paying customs, especially if the items are so expensive. I mean, I would recommend ordering from them if you're ready to pay custom, so you do you. And last but not least, while we are at the darker, more mystical items, I ordered some things from Killstar. Anyways, Killstar doesn't have a lot of plus-size items I would wear. I like most of them, but I personally, and this is just my opinion, okay? Please, this is my opinion, okay? I don't think that some of the items, like the Sin City PVC dress, just don't look very flattering on bigger women. They don't even look flattering on most smaller women, so I don't get why this item especially is available in a plus size, but most other cool items are not. That's kind of a bummer. And I own enough t-shirts already, and some of the dresses look too short for me, so that leaves like 3 or 4 items I enjoy. I got a heap of socks from Killstar, because you can't own enough socks. Life is too short to own just one pair of socks. I got 2 beanies. I got 3 men's t-shirts in a XXL. I got 1 men's sweater in a XXL, a tunic in a 4X, and 3 notebooks. All of this I bought from their clearance section, so some of the items might not be available anymore. Which would be a shame for the tunic, because it's really, really nice, and I don't get why they would kind of drop it from their line, because it's a good piece of clothing. It's a piece of clothing that women of bigger sizes can wear very well, and you can just accessorize it with a necklace or a belt, and I don't get why would you kind of kick this out. Anyways. The shirts I got in a 2X, because the Detroit hoodie was too big in a 3X, the 2X should be fine, but turns out it wasn't. It's a little tight around my chest. Turns out I'm just fat. Wow, I'm so surprised. And I got the tunic in a 4X, which is way too big for me, which is why this thing looks like a tent on me, and I don't have a belt to accessorize it with. I got it in a 4X because the 3X was sold out, so I kind of just was like, yeah, okay. And again, because of the whole Brexit thing that's going on, and I'm not sure how returns work, I am a little wary of ordering items such as bras and shoes, because there are a no for me 90% of the time, of brands I don't know the sizing of. And while we are at bras, what really, really annoys me, yeah, is that they don't have normal bra sizes. They sell their bralettes in S, M, L, XL sizes, and not like normal people in cup 30A, cup C90, and so on. Which makes it really uncomfortable for me as someone who has a C or D cup to order underwear from them. Shoes are just a general problem for me, and that I got figured out a couple of months ago. But turns out I wear a UK size 7, but apparently I'm a UK size 8 in boots only. So that's a thing, so I'm kind of also wary about ordering, because they all look very slim, and I have quite large feet, like wide feet, so kind of, I fell in love with some of the shoes, but I'm not gonna get them. Also, most of their shoes are really, really high heely, and I cannot walk for shit in those boots, so they are also a no-no for me. The quality of the clothing items is nice. They seem to be well sewn and have cute details, even on simple items like the tunic. As of now, I'm not sure how the shirts and the socks perform after they have been washed. But I noticed that I noticed that some socks lose their softness and turn uncomfortably stiff after washing, and I'm not sure how well the prints stay on the shirts. Washing the tunic, which is made from rayon, is actually fine. It doesn't feel as fine if you don't use fabric softener, but it's okay, I guess. The notebooks are notebooks. There's nothing much to say about them. They are lined. They are kind of soft feeling. Like, they're not cheap, like things you might get at TJ Maxx, which I still do. But anyways, the beanies are kind of a miss for me, but at this point I can't send them back. But I just pretend that I like them, but I can't wear them because I have a weird head shape, turns out. One of them is very soft and stretchy and it fits me very well. I just look kind of stupid in it, but at least it keeps me warm. And the Luna one is too tall and it slips up from my head. They both just look stupid and I'm trying to sell or give them away to friends. Because at this point, yeah, again, I can't send it back. But I also really like the items, but on the other hand, they don't fit me and I'm kind of stuck in a limbo of what to do. So if any of my friends are watching this video, if you want this beanie or to both, just send me a message, please. I need to get rid of those. A good thing is that with every pound you purchase, you get points. And you can exchange these points for vouchers, which is like 10% off or something, which a lot of retailers like H&M and the German Sephora counterpart, which is called Douglas, offer. I don't mind it, I think it's kind of cool, honestly. So what's my final verdict on Killstar? If you like the style of clothing they offer and their home accessories, which I also am kind of considering ordering because they have dropped new ones and they're kind of cool, get it if you have the cash. Their products are very expensive and I think that has to do with it has the goth label on it. But as of recently they also offer things like wallpapers and crystals, which is kind of weird but cool. Again, there's probably a product for everybody there. Again, because of the whole shipping customs thing, I'm not sure if I'm gonna order from them again. Because they offer you £150. If you order for 150 pounds to Germany, you get free shipping. But on the other hand, you have to pay like a luxury tax if you order for anything more than 150 euros, which is like roughly 150 pounds. So, no thank you, I'd rather be paying shipping than extra customs. But yeah, like in general, it's like a hit or miss. Not all the products they have are great, but they are great. They are mostly great quality. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. The other items will be online either next week or the week after that. Depends on when I get to finish editing the videos. In the meantime, my social media is down in the description below. And while you're down there, feel free to leave a like or even subscribe to not miss part 2 of this video duology. Thanks so much for watching and I hope I will see you next time. Bye!